Hello, everybody. Sorry, I had to regroup, but it's okay. Come love work time, though, nobody better not fuck with my energy, I swear. And I'm glad you guys get to witness. Actually, I'm glad you guys get to witness sometimes what I have to go through. Imagine, and that's just one person. Imagine multiple people regularly. Your witch is the person who does your spell work. You update us so that we can tweak your spell work. And other witches charge every time. So, not for us to be a crutch or a therapist. I do coaching, but only one of my spell work clients has paid me for coaching services. I have coach clients and I have spell work clients. Only one is both. Yet I do it, and I do love you too, Tanya, and you know that. And I'm sorry for going off. But it's frustrating when I'm here trying to do spells, and it's just very frustrating. I already have emails out the ass that I have to answer. Okay? And it's like, but why though? It takes up a lot of my time. I have a whole assistant, and still. So that's what I'm starting to think. Maybe I shouldn't hold on to people as long as I do, because it's just not possible. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, redoing spells, people fucking up, not following directions, having to redo them, do not asking for any money, and then on top of it with the it's just very frustrating. So it's okay because I'm doing dark work. So getting pissed off, this is what you want to do. You want to get pissed the fuck off, okay? So my clients do a great job of revving me up for dark work. It's love work that shit would fuck with your witch's energy. Because with love work, you have to be calm, collected, and loving. But when you do dark work, it's okay to get mad, because that's the point. You want to put the anger into the spell. Okay, but when it's love work time, you want to keep your energy calm. And that's why during that time, I'll have Joseph screen the emails, text them to me. I won't even go in the email because I'm bound to see something that's going to piss me off. Thank you, Gabe. Oh, Katrina. I love you too. It says Gabe. That threw me off. But, the thing is, so I have Joseph screenshot the email, send it to my phone, and this way I'll just type a response, send it to Joseph. He copies and pastes it. That's what I have to go through during waxing moon time so that my energy isn't completely just thrown off by seeing, some of the things that people do and say. So anyway, quick question. I'm waiting for you to get back to me with a plan of action, but I'm sure that I'm not to do any spells of my own back like the ones you showed. No, you're not. Absolutely not. No. Too many cooks in the kitchen, babe. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many energies. You don't want to do that. Unless of course there's no work being done by a practitioner and you don't plan on it. But when I get a case, if they've been working with somebody else, or Patrona, girl, you already done sent me $25 today. Sneha, don't you dare do it again. Okay? Thank you, Patrona. I love you, girl. But I'll strip them first. I'll strip them of any work that's already been done, because you'll cancel the shit out is what'll happen. So that's why you should always be honest with your practitioner. If they don't do a reading first, then be honest with them. If they do, they should see it unless the practitioner hid their work. If the practitioner hid their work, then they may not see it unless it's coming off of you because it's in your mind. Because my cards will always pick up on what the person's thinking. So anyway, so this is what you're going to need. I had to like regroup. A friendship spell. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Rebecca. I haven't done one of those yet. You're a beautiful person. I love watching you and learning from you. Keep up the good work. Mwah. Thank you, doll. So, okay, so this is what you're going to need. You're going to need an onion, okay? You're going to need some... Now, these are optional. You could just use chili powder, but I have whole chilies. You can get these at the bodegas. You can get them pretty much anywhere. I hate working on this little table because I have to put everything on the floor, but... Anyway, you're going to need salt. It's just for when I do videos. Cayenne pepper. Okay. Now, I'm using separation oil. You can, again, use motor oil, castor oil. You could, okay, here's a quick separation oil. Motor oil and castor oil mixed, or just motor oil or just castor oil. You take it, put some red chili flakes in there, some cayenne pepper, some red pepper flake is what I meant to say, chili powder, black pepper, sulfur, or matchstick tips. And salt, and let it soak. Charge it under the new moon. You don't have to even do that, but just let it sit for like maybe a week before you start using it to get all hot. Hey Julie, love you. And then that's a good separation oil, okay? All right, now this is also optional. Black cumin seed. I always use this in my hot foot powders, in my dark work, in my separation. It's very good to get rid of people, all right? And also you're going to want some coffee grounds. Now, I mold my grounds, okay, so they're all nice and moldy. Okay, sulfur, which is optional. You can omit this. I'm also using hate oil, war oil, and my own personal destruction oil. Again, those are optional. All right, I'm also going to use bleach and ammonia, which are also optional, okay? Keep in mind that bleach and ammonia are poison. It's toxic. It's very little bit though, but make sure if you do this, disclaimer, it's very dangerous. You can die if you do it wrong. If you're in a closed area, you can choke, especially if you have asthma or anything like that. I'm probably gonna, God forbid, die of lung cancer one day from all the toxic shit that I do. So I'm not recommending you do it. You could just use simple vinegar instead of the bleach and ammonia mixture, okay? I was gonna use my Diablo, but I just wanted to switch it up for you guys, okay? Now what else you're gonna need is a black candle, like this size, like a longer one, right? And what you're gonna do, Gina, thank you, girl. I adore you and admire you. I learned so much from you and think you're a badass. Mwah. Love you, girl. Thank you. Okay, so you're gonna take the candle, you're gonna write, so say for, it depends on who you're trying to get rid of, okay? So say your dude left you for another bitch, right? So she would be the one you're trying to run away. You want to separate them both, but she's the one you want to get rid of. So what you're going to do is her name, you write on the bottom of the candle backwards. Okay, so start with the last letter of the last name and then so on, and then the last number of the date of birth and so on. If you don't have the date of birth, then you don't have it. It's that simple. Now, if you don't have pictures of the person, then do a name paper. If you don't know the person's name, you're going to have to make a spirit powder, which I've explained in many videos. I might just make one separate video with how to make a spirit powder. Anyway, so you take her name backwards 3 times, date of birth backwards 3 times, exit out 9 times. So 3 times on each name. So 3 times each, right? So you write the name 3 times, so you do 3, 1, 2, 3 on each name, if that makes sense, okay? So 9 X's on top of a name you've written 3 times, basically. Then you take, now the candle's still in place at this point. This is my second time trying to make this video. So now I carved it with a scissor. A scissor is very good to use when you are doing a breakup spell. It's the only time you want to etch your candles with a scissor. So I put his name regular ways, and say it's John Smith. I put his name John Smith and his date of birth, whatever that is, okay? No X's, no nothing, just John Smith and the date of birth 3 times, right? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna break the candle right down the middle between both their names, okay? Set that to the side. Hey Nancy, hola mi amiga. I remember you speak Spanish sometimes in your comments. Okay, so you take the picture which you ripped in half. So I like to use the couple together and then rip their name apart, okay? Now, the same thing that I did with her name on the candle, I did with her name on the picture. I drew sigils of a broken heart, and I wrote separate, break up, separate, okay? On her head and on her heart. Don't cover the eyes. Same thing with him. Break up, separate on his heart and on his head. Wrote his name and date. Sorry, I got interrupted as per usual. Anyway, so you did that. Now what you're gonna do with this half, okay? I'm gonna put the separation oil, which again is optional. You can just use motor oil, like I said, or castor oil. Let's put the destruction oil. I got my dragon's blood incense going. I'm going to do it in a counterclockwise motion. This is to separate you from, you're going to want to separate from her. You're going to want to leave her just like you left my client. Hate oil, because I want them to hate each other. Thank you, Jay Phoenix. Thank you so much. The separation oil. Okay, hate oil, separation oil, and war oil. You can get all these at the Botanica, but like I said, you do not have to. Okay? You can omit that. And my destruction oil. Now I'm just gonna fold this away. Fold your heart away from this woman. Put the name, insert name there. I fold your mind away from this woman. I fold your spirit away from this woman. Instead of this woman, you're gonna wanna say the name of the person. Turn to the left, fold it again, and stick it in here. Now I'm gonna take some black pins. You don't have to take the pins either. I'm just gonna secure it into the onion. Okay. This one's bending. You don't have to use pins if you don't have them or you don't want to. Some of these pins bend and they're not very sturdy. For some reason, it's weird how some of them are fine, others you're gonna separate. Now, you guys, when you're doing dark work, or love work really, but especially dark work, you'll know you did a good job if you get really, really tired afterwards, like drained. Sorry, I keep getting kicked the fuck off. So fucking annoying, bro. Can't wait to get my other phone in. Okay. I'm using 4 because 4 is a bad luck number. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for the $19.99, girl. So you're going to take the chilies. You're going to break them open. Sorry about that. I got kicked off again. What happens when I get kicked off? Is it just cut out or like what does it do? This is to separate you two. Like if I don't answer the phone one time, don't fucking call back. That's not even a client or anything. That's a friend. Like, if I clear your call, it's for a reason. God damn it. Oh, thank you, Jay Phoenix. I've done lots of love work. It's seen little results. I know it's still taking time, but I'm always tired and drained. Is that my spell's working? Well, how long are you expecting it to work in? I mean, when did you do them? It can take months. It depends. You're working on someone's free will. It's not, you know, always that simple. People have a choice. People have free will. You can make them think of you, but that's up to them if they want. So I just put the chili powder. Okay. I'm also going to add a little hot sauce. That's optional too. This video is a clusterfuck also because people want to keep calling my fucking phone while I'm on live. So fucking annoying. And you know what I can't stand? Motherfuckers never want to pick up the phone when shit's going good in their life. This is friends, family, everybody. But when they got problems, oh, then it's fucking imperative you answer the fucking phone. Imperative. They'll blow your fucking life up a million goddamn times when they got an issue or they got a problem or something to complain about, something to whine about. They'll blow up your fucking phone. But when things are all hunky-dory in their lives, you ever hear from them? Very fucking rarely. So goddamn annoying. Friends do it, families do it, clients do it, especially. Get yourself mad. That's the important thing. Get yourself mad. I shouldn't say all clients. Some clients do that. You won't hear shit from them when things are going well. But when shit's going bad, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna double tap your fucking phone till you answer me. Alright. Moldy coffee grounds. And see, this is why when you do dark work and you can't be in a good mood. It's just not gonna work. You have to be pissed off. You have to be angry. You cannot be all happy-go-lucky. So I put the salt, the sulfur, the chili powder, the cayenne pepper, the hot sauce, the various destruction oils. But you can just put the dry stuff, the dry ingredients. You don't even have to put any oil, okay? fucking cocksucker. Cus emmak ya حمار. نعن اللي خلفتك حمار. ابن الشرموطة. People are so selfish, it's unfucking believable. Don't hear shit from motherfuckers and they're happy or in a good mood. Oh, but you're their go-to motherfucking friend when they got a problem. The fuck? Can't stand that shit, boy. Now for her. So the best way to get yourself amped up is just to get mad. Start talking about shit that pisses you off. So since I don't know them personally, I just know what they've done. I'll talk about whatever the fuck pisses me off. It's still putting that anger, that vibration into their shit. I'm just gonna, you don't have to pour it in the picture too. I'll put some separation oil. And some more oil to separate you. You gotta lower your vibration. And that's why when doing dark work, you will attract some dark stuff if you're not careful. If you don't keep your, cleansings up, and if your attitude is low, your vibration's low, low vibrational shit is gonna happen in your life. So just understand that. It's not all easy breezy, stick shit in a fucking freezer and you're all set. No. You gotta understand what you're doing. You're gonna separate, you fucking bitch. You're gonna fucking leave him. Or he's gonna leave you, one or the other. Stupid ass bitch. Fucking cunt. The chili powder. Also, I'm gonna put some of this hot chili on her end. Some more of these hot chili seeds. I'm gonna separate, you fucking bitch. Mekmenyuka. Sulfur. Now you can use match tips in place of sulfur, but sulfur is fairly easy to find. You can get it at feed stores or even like Home Depot and shit. Cayenne pepper. I forgot the black cumin seeds on his side to keep them away from each other. You know what? I'm also going to use my Haitian powder. This is some pretty badass stuff, but you don't have to. It's optional. A little more cayenne pepper. Separate from each other. You're gonna fucking separate. You're gonna separate. Because I'm making yoga. Motherfucker motherfuckers always expect you to be at their goddamn beck and call. The fuck? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of ammonia. And a smidgen of bleach. That shit is toxic and it's destructive. It literally is poison. So it's to poison the relationship. You guys see it fizzing up? Now, once you get that fizz, just take a little more chili powder. And again, you could omit that part altogether. In fact, I recommend that you do omit it, because if you don't know what you're doing, you know, breathe that shit in the wrong way and you're fucked. Kind of just put it on top. Okay? Like so. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some black yarn, get a nice piece. I'm also gonna use the scissor in the spell. Once I'm done using it, of course. Did I get a nice long piece? Yes. All right. So now you're just gonna bind it. Okay. I bind you away. Bind it away. I bind and banish you away from, and then you say the name. I bind and banish you away from. I bind and banish. Turn to the left. Be careful, don't stick yourself. I almost did just there because you got the pins. Of course, you could leave the pins out. I bind and banish you away from one another. Turn. By knot of one, this spell has begun. By knot of two, I bind and banish you away from this fucking bitch here. By knot of three, you'll stay away from thee. By knot of four, you will stay with her no more. By knot of five, as long as you're alive. By knot of six, you will leave her quick. By knot of seven, till you go to heaven. By knot of eight, it's never too late. By knot of nine, my spirits will come right on time. Okay. So you bound this shit. This is to represent binding him away from her. Okay? Now do hers. You're going to bind her away from him. I improvise. I damn sure do. Spells, that's what the word spell comes from. You just gotta fucking, you know, think of the right words. They don't have to rhyme. I'm just talented, so I make that shit rhyme. But it doesn't have to rhyme. I bind you away. bind you away from this man. You're gonna leave him. I bind you away. Okay, remember you're gonna bind away. Bind you away. I bind you away from this man. I bind you. You say the name, okay? I'm saying the name to myself. I bind you away. You're not going to want to have sex with him. Nothing. Nothing. He's going to want to leave you. You're going to want to leave him. You guys have nothing in common anymore. By knot of one, the spell has begun. By knot of two, I bind and banish you, bitch. By knot of three, you'll stay away from thee. By knot of four, you'll stay with him no more. By knot of five, as long as you're alive. By knot of six, you will leave him quick. By knot of seven, till you go to heaven. Or hell, whichever. By knot of eight, it's never too late. By knot of nine, my spirits are right on time. Alright. So you're going to put them on opposite sides of the pan. Okay? Now what you're going to do, you're going to want to, matter of fact, I'm going to use a separate pan because this one has bleach and ammonia in it. I don't want to light anything on fire. I believe bleach is highly flammable in ammonia, so I usually keep another pan underneath. Ever since my Diablo incident specifically. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to light each candle. So I'm going to light his candle next to him. Actually, this one, yeah. His candle next to him. And hers next to hers. Now I'm just gonna stick mine in the onion and watch it really well. I always stay with my spells. I don't recommend you do that because if you don't use the bleach or the ammonia, you can light it inside the onion. But if you do use the bleach and ammonia, I don't recommend that you do that because it's flammable. But I always sit with my spells anyway, even if it's a example or not. I always sit with them. I don't leave them by themselves. So always when you're working with fire, you should be very mindful and cautious. So now I just got to make a little thing so that this one lights since I broke it in half. This one is going to take a minute to actually light up. There you go. Now you're going to take this scissor, open them up, and face it towards the person you're trying to cut away. That's actually her. And then let it burn out. You're You're gonna work this spell. You could do it in one day. You could do it in 3, 6, 9, but it is an onion and it is gonna smell. So this actual spell is designed just to be worked for one day, really. So you could do it at most for 3, at most. So I'm only gonna work this one for one day. For one, because it's just an example, and 2, it's gonna stink up the whole fucking house. So, anywho, actually, the love ones that I did, I worked for several days. For some reason, they didn't stink as bad. These, I don't know if it's because of the hot stuff that goes in it or whatever, but the separation work ones stink. Maybe it's because of all that nasty energy. I'm just gonna seal it with this too. Take your working candle, kind of cover it with the wax. Anyway, so that's about it, folks. Let me show you the finished product. And I hope you guys enjoyed that spell. Please like and subscribe. If I missed any super chats while I was working, I apologize. Thank you guys all for your super chats. Sorry about my nasty attitude, but this is how you have to be when you're doing dark work. You can't be all sunshine and fucking butterflies when you're doing dark work. It won't work. It won't work. You have to be angry. Get pissed. Okay? All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. Love and light. Your daughter said, I am mad as hell. Good night, Tanya. You know I still love you, girl. You just know how to piss me off. But thank you. It was very helpful, my work tonight. Love you guys. Toodles, bitch.